popping out real quick, and living where we do is, like nothing is really close by, so it takes like half an hour to get where we're going and stuff. Okay, let me get you guys set up. Make sure everybody is in live chat and not top chat. I'm always messing up and doing that. All right. Yeah, you're good now though. All right, so I'm guessing you guys can hear us okay, right? We're we're kind of in a little different setup right now. It's just been so hot outside, so I didn't want to go outside. So we're kind of set up in the living room, but we have boxes and everything all over the place around us and stuff, and it is a huge mess. So we're just kind of trying to do the best we can and have like this little makeshift table, which is actually just some big totes stacked up to you. So I hope it's good. I hope you guys can hear us and everything okay. Looks like 5 by 5. Okay, wonderful. So
it's kind of
okay. You've been running back and running out. Had to hurry up and get up in here.
It's kind of small, but they actually put in a wood burning stove, I guess you would call it.
Yeah. It's kind of neat. It'll be nice, you know, to use that to heat the house and different things like that. So that's kind of nice.
And if things get really bad, we can actually cook on it.
Yep, definitely. Okay, so who's in the house today? I saw Nostradamus was first in the house, so congratulations. Hey, Outlaw Farms and Minuteman, Frank Short, Dynamite, Bamagen with your 762s.
Oh, that man said the moderator power is going to his head.
Oh, you want to be a moderator?
No, he is a moderator.
Minuteman said that?
Yes, I'm already letting the moderator power go to my head. His ego's running well.
Uh-oh.
I find that hard to believe.
Katrinka, good to see you. Michael G, Random JL, I can't remember if I said hi to you. Joni Friels, Coffee First Then Speak. I hope your surgery went good for you today. I saw that you said that you're on some medications and stuff, and you might be a little loopy or something. So don't worry. What we say in chat here, it just stays in chat between us. So it's okay. You're all good.
Yeah, I'm glad you're able to make it here. So that lets me think maybe
you're doing good. So that's good. We've been praying for you.
Yep.
Minuteman, I can't be trusted. Let's see who else is in. I think I said everybody. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Eric King, I think you were in here earlier. I don't know if you're still in here. Good to see you. Okay, so yeah, Eric King. Hey, good to see you. Okay. Dynamite and Bamagen are gonna be the local trolls. Okay, that's cool. As long as we don't have any real trolls in here this week, because last week that kind of it like really flustered me and stuff. And you know, I was expecting it at some point, just wasn't quite expecting it yet. So, but you know, that's okay. That just means that I'm finally getting somewhere if I'm getting trolls. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Again, today we're gonna do the same thing as we did last week. The conflicted card game. This is really awesome. It's got so many different things in here. Some of them are like really, really good. I mean, they get you thinking and stuff, and that's kind of what we need to do now.
We've been pretty lucky. All the ones we've pulled were, I think, excellent. I have a feeling we'll find some that really does.
Yeah, we haven't really gone through the deck or anything. We're just kind of gonna pull it random and see what we get, and that way we're kind of doing this on the whim. Like, we don't have any answers or any ideas for any of this stuff like off the top of our head.
Yeah, we don't look at them beforehand and get an advantage.
Yeah, so this way we can all kind of get into it and see what's going on with it. There was something else I was going to say before we started, but I can't remember now.
Actually, I'm planning on buying a gray hat next, and I might even put CSA on it.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right, do you want to go ahead and start? Oh, you know, I just wanted to say something too. I've been watching this TV show on Netflix. If you guys have Netflix, you should watch it, or if you haven't seen it yet. This is my second time watching it because I thought it was really good. It's called The 100, I know some of you guys have probably seen it and stuff, but honestly, I've been watching it the second time and really realizing that a lot of those situations and stuff in there are things that are very accurate. I mean, whoever the writers were for the show did a really good job of portraying what people have to do in different scenarios and situations, and you know, when things like that are going on. It's highly recommended. I know a lot of people don't have Netflix, but yeah.
When we watched it the first time, I went in not expecting much, but I was impressed.
Yeah, it was a really good show. So just something to let you guys know. Yep, Bama Jen said that she loved it. Yeah. Yeah, Rambo, what's with the Yankee hats?
Maybe I'll get some gray upholstery dyes, painted gray.
Yeah, Katrinka, the AC is working at the moment. We had somebody else come in through the insurance company and stuff, and they did something, but they said it's probably only temporary. So we're gonna have to get a hold of the AC company to find out what's going on. That's one reason why we're doing it inside today too, is because it is really, really hot outside still. It's like 100 degrees still this late at night, and we do have AC working as of now. I also did get a window unit for our room and for each of the kids' rooms just in case the AC goes out, but I'm hoping it'll last at least through the rest of the summer because we're getting close to fall. It should be cooling off at some point, I would hope.
We are getting a little bit more leakage in our bathroom.
It is leaking
from the
again
AC.
still.
It's dripping a little bit.
Okay, all right.
But enough of our problem.
All right. Anyway,
No.
do you have the Spurs to match?
No, but I plan on getting some.
Okay, you guys ready to get into some of these scenarios and see what's going on? I don't know, my eyes are like really bad today. I'm like having to move this like way up. I don't know what's going on. Okay, I'm just gonna shuffle them. I took out the other cards that we used last week. So, and like we'll kind of do the same thing where we'll just pick one and then just kind of however long it takes to answer it for you guys and for us, you know, we'll give it some time and then we'll just keep moving on. So I'm going to try to go a little bit slower. So if you guys have, you want to put some comments or some different things in there, we'll let you guys do that. So I'm not, one of the problems I have with doing lives is that I don't like dead air and dead silence. So I kind of keep talking and keep moving on. I'm going to have to try to just kind of slow down and just wait and let you guys say some stuff too, but that's one of my faults. I can't help it. I don't know. I feel weird when it's dead air. All right, let's see what this one is. Okay. Where are you going?
I'll be right back.
You're leaving. You're not going to hear the question.
Oh, well.
Don't trip over anything.
I won't.
Like I said, it's like an obstacle course in here right now. But this was the best we could do. We're trying to find a little space where we could do this for right now. Hopefully soon we'll have like a regular filming station set up. Do you want me to wait for you or what?
I'll be right here.
All right, so what do you guys want to talk about before I read this one off while I'm waiting for him? Dynamite, you have Spurs? I'm just reading some comments, seeing what you guys are saying and stuff. Oh, Beretta Vandy, hey, good to see you. I don't think I said hi to you yet. Yeah, awesome show, Mad Max 5. Yeah, definitely, Random Jail. What are you doing?
Stop.
All right, well, let's get back into this, okay? They came to find out what the scenarios are.
Okay.
That's why they're here.
Okay, I'm going to flash something that might inflame some people.
It might get us in trouble.
But
All right.
just saying.
Anyway, let's move on. Okay, the economic collapse has happened. The infrastructure is gone and people are getting hungry. Your neighbors are starving and starting to scavenge, looking for food to feed their families. You have prepared and have what your family needs. How would you keep your stores safe as you use them and avoid becoming a target? I don't know why it says how would you keep your stores safe? I'm guessing that they mean like your preps and stuff at your house or something like that. Well, the one thing to make sure everything is safe is you need to have security
Yeah.
of some form. I know some people are against the pew pews and stuff. I honestly think that everybody needs to have them. I mean, you want to know the honest truth is I'll tell you, a couple years ago I was a little bit scared of them, didn't like it. The first time I went to the range I actually like wound up hiding behind a little porta potty thing, and there's a whole nother story with
And I
that.
was like, where did she go?
I just I was really intimidated by them, really scared. I hadn't grown up around them. I know a lot of people grow up around them. Their parents have them.
Like me.
They've been all the time and stuff. But that's not how I grew up. Unfortunately, I kind of wish I grew up differently than I did. I would have been preparing sooner and stuff, and I never did. But you can get over that fear and stuff. And if anybody actually out there, especially women, have any questions about stuff like that, like what to do or what kind that they should get, email me or something, or let me know if you guys want to see a video about how, like, for women, like firearms and stuff for women, and how to get over nerves and things like that, because I have been through it. So I can definitely help out with that. But anyway, I got like way sidetracked here from what we're talking about.
It's like there's some places in this house. I'm fixing to make some hidden storage areas.
Like false doors and
False doors,
things like
like
that. That's a very good thing. Don't ever, one thing too, like with this question, don't ever keep all of your stuff in one spot, like all together.
Yeah.
You need to kind of separate it out, even through your house and stuff. It just makes, if for some reason the government were to come in and to try to take your stuff, I mean, I know most people will be like, yeah, they're not stepping a foot in my house. Well, let's just say they happen to make it into your house, okay? We'll just go there. Having it in different areas, maybe they won't be able to find it. Have some false doors, some floor that maybe pops out or something where you can have it hidden underneath. Some attic space where they wouldn't be able to find a door to get into.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that you can actually do, and you should be looking at that kind of stuff now. Look in your home and see where are some spots that maybe someone wouldn't think to look and stuff like that. And I don't think making like a false floorboard or something would be very difficult or expensive, or even, in a wall or something like that. It doesn't have to be huge or anything,
No.
but just something to, just for that case.
Also, it's like if food is getting scarce, there's food lines. You need to get in the lines.
Yeah,
you
you
need
need to
to-
act like you have nothing.
And maybe you want to make your food last.
A couple
cut
of things.
back-
cut
cut back on your eating,
but it's
and
also
actually-
you're gonna lose weight.
Actually,
And-
lose weight.
Because have bigger clothes and stuff, because
Uh-huh.
they'll make like you look like that you've lost a lot of weight and stuff.
Uh-huh.
If you wear baggier jeans and things like that, that way nobody's going to suspect that you have anything. That's another way to safeguard.
Yeah. If
It's
people
very
see
important.
you don't look hungry, you don't look dirty, you don't look tired, you don't look stressed out, they're gonna say,
And some of us live in like really small towns and cities where pretty much, a lot of people know you and stuff, and even your neighbors and stuff. And if they notice that they never see you at any of these lines or anything like that, it's gonna put a target on your back. They're gonna wonder why. So definitely, those things will help.
Yep.
Yes, Michael G. Every house needs a safe room. Well, yeah, I agree with you on that one, Dynamite. If they come while you're away, which actually is possible, they might be scoping you out and watching for when you're gone so that it's easier for them to get to your stuff. So in that situation, you can't be watching your stuff 24/7.
Well, it's like
you
I
need
said
to
before,
figure
if
something
you
else
have
out.
a hidden room, but you have some food left, and they come in, they think they've gotten all your food, and they split.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, definitely leave some stuff in plain sight. That way they'll think that they're, that they've taken everything that you have and stuff. Hey, Rabbit Coyote, good to see you. I Minute Man.
What is
I
that?
caught that mutton bust. I didn't know what it was, and it did sound like it was something.
Hey, it sounded sexual.
It did, and I should have Googled it to find out what it was because I actually don't know what it is, but it sounded a little bad.
I usually wear baggy clothes. I was fat for a long time, and I still feel fat, and I don't like having tight clothes.
Well, tight clothes are just uncomfortable anyway. You know, have them a little bit baggier and stuff like that. You know, tight clothes are just uncomfortable. All right, are we ready to move on from this one? I think we did quite a bit about this. Hey, Randy, good to see you. You're gonna be bouncing between 3 live chats. Wow.
Wow.
Well, good
Busy
luck.
man.
No, girl. It's
Girl.
Randy.
Randy.
Sorry.
Busy.
Okay. Let's move on to another one. I think we've kind of done that one pretty good. You're still at 96 there. Yeah, that's one reason why we're inside because I don't know the actual. Did you see what was in
I
the
didn't
truck?
notice, but it's over 100.
Yeah, it's still over 100 at 6:30 at night. So that's kind of crazy.
Which, you know, it seemed like it's been a hot summer, but there's one time in Wichita Falls, there was 100 consecutive days where the temperature never went below 100 degrees.
I'm not gonna do this one right now because that's about rebuilding and stuff. I don't like that one. Well, I'll pick another one. We'll probably get to it at some point, but I think we've done something like this because we talked about illnesses and stuff, but maybe not everybody was here for that live and stuff, so we'll go ahead and do this one. Your last loved one in the world has contracted a deadly disease that can spread to you. To take care of her before she passes would certainly mean your death, but if you don't take care of her needs, no one else will. What would you do in this situation if this happened to you? Now, this is a really tricky one, and I think there's going to be a lot of different answers to what could happen with this one. It doesn't give a lot of like it doesn't give you a lot of detail about, you know, what anything else around this. It's just, you know, what would you do in the situation if, you know, contracting an illness and stuff, and you would probably die. I think for some people, they would stay with the loved one even if it meant them dying because they would just want to give up. They wouldn't have any other reason to go on. I'm not saying that this is my opinion. This is what I think some people in this situation would do.
It's a no-brainer for me. No way in hell I would leave.
Okay, now we're gonna wind up in a fight, because I would leave you. Because, well, I have my kids I have to take care of, and I can't, and so in that situation, or what I would do would try to get a suit or something that could protect me from you.
Well,
that wasn't an option in here, but I think I'd put on a mask and full gown and everything like that, so then that way the virus couldn't plus, it didn't say how it passed. It didn't say if it was airborne. It didn't say if it was like, you know, it didn't say what it was. So that would depend on a few different things. Then.
I mean, I might take precautions and get a suit.
Yeah.
But if you had it, I wouldn't leave you. If I had it, I'd wait till you went to sleep and I'd leave.
Yeah, see, that's a little different situation about it. It said it was deadly, but it said it would be sure death. But they didn't say anything about you couldn't wear suits and everything like that. And if they can wear those when they have really bad stuff going around, then it should protect and stuff. So that would be a good thought there. Look at the flowers from Walking Dead.
Oh.
When she told the little girls, I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. To look at the flowers, before she yeah. Um, um, yeah, see, Minuteman said like if there were kids and stuff, then it'd be a hard conversation to try to figure out, and that's why I said,
Uh-huh.
you know, I need to stay around to make sure they're okay because obviously they can't take care of themselves. They can't care of themselves now. So in a situation like that, they really couldn't.
Well,
but I like the suit idea and stuff and just protection, you know,
Uh-huh.
PPE and stuff like
The
that. I
Walking
think
Dead
that would be
kind of covered this. Um, the father with the child that came and got some of the people from The Walking Dead took him back to his wife. She had been bitten. He couldn't leave her. He couldn't kill her. So they did the deed for him.
good. Yeah. Um, and this situation would depend a lot upon how badly and how quickly the person got sick from it and how quickly they died or how long it took them to die too. Because that could be another issue is do you want them to suffer? I mean, this is adding on to this, but not in this, obviously. But would you want the person to suffer if they're going through a lot of pain and a lot of different things too? So that's another issue. It's kind of,
I agree with Johnny for you.
which is, and it's,
I just have to take my chances and put it in God's hands.
yeah, that's a good way to do it too. Hey, Radio Prepper, good to see you. I just want to thank all the moderators in here too. Thank you guys
Thank you so much.
for helping us out. You guys are wonderful. If anybody's got any, before we go on, if anybody's got a channel or anything, let the mods know and they can post your link and stuff because we're definitely here to help everybody. We want everybody to grow in these kind of, you know, we all need to help each other and get the word out about prepping and things like that because unfortunately I think things are going to get so bad really quickly. I don't even think people are gonna realize it. I mean, like these last couple of years, it's just things have been moving so quickly. I mean, I can't even believe Biden's only been in there for a couple of years, and it seems like it's been like 10 years. I mean, he's done so much damage, so I don't know. I mean, he's still got so much time in there. There's so much more damage he could do.
Yeah, never has a president done so many bad things so quickly.
Yeah, and like we were discussing earlier about how like he says that the inflation it's fixed and there's no inflation and whatever. And we were talking, we're like, you know what? When was the last time that he went to the grocery store? Probably hasn't in years. He probably has people to do that kind of stuff for him. It's like the same thing with some of these like rich people and stuff. They don't go to the grocery store. They don't see the prices. They have whoever do the shopping and stuff like that for them.
He's made millions from, shall we say, shady sources, and all he knows is there's always food in the fridge.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, and ice cream for like Pelosi and stuff. But it's like, you know, these people, they're out of touch with reality. I mean, I'm getting kind of way off topic again here, but it's like, well, I was kind of just reminding you guys, you know, why we prep and stuff, because there's a lot of people that are saying, well, when's this going to happen? I don't see anything happening. Well, open your eyes. How do you not see anything happening? I mean, you know, just prices of everything is going up. I mean, even just if it's only going up 30, 40, 50 cents. I mean, that's 50 cents for one item. You add that to everything else that's going up, a couple dollars here, a couple dollars there. I mean, it adds up big time. So if nothing else, if that's the worst thing that happens to us, okay, wonderful, great. Then you have extra food for, you know, for that type of thing. I mean, I think if anything that everybody should at least prep extra food while they can. Like when things are on sale, when things are on sale is the best time, and you can still catch sales. I mean, I know a lot of people don't drink soda and stuff. Unfortunately, I do. I drink like 1 or 2 cans a day, so it's not like horrible amounts. But I did find Pepsi 15 packs at our Berkshire over here on sale for like $3.67 for a 15 pack or something. I mean, that's a heck of a price because they're usually like $7 or $8. So when things are like that, that's when you should buy and stock up. Don't do it when things are normal price. Wait until cans go on sale or whatever.
School of Kentucky enclosed due to COVID flu and strep.
Yeah, that's another thing. It looks like possibly more lockdowns might be on the way. I know a lot of people are saying, "Well, I didn't lock down the first time and stuff." I'll be honest with you guys again. The first time when it first came out, I kind of did. Me and the kids stayed home. It was only for about the first month. He would go out if he needed to go grab something from the store or whatever. We figured just one person going out would be better than all of us leaving and stuff. So I did kind of just lock myself down a little bit just in it because I didn't know what was going on. I don't think anybody did. And then realized, and then they kept him working. He was lucky though because they only had him working like every other week, but he was getting paid for like if he was working every week. So
yeah, they're good. Essential personnel, but like I say, week on, week off, but a full paycheck.
Yeah, so that was really nice.
Shocked.
Yeah, it was awesome. They just wanted to keep down the amount of workers that they were having there, but they needed people because it was essential.
Pilots still need to be trained.
Yeah, exactly. He works at the Air Force Base, and it's a training base.
Here on NATO Joint Jet Pilot Training, we train pilots, different ones, different years, 13 different nations, including America.
But I don't think I'm the only one that was like that because I think a lot of people, and a lot of people probably in this chat too, were not sure what was going on, and it was kind of scary because they were making it sound way worse than it was. I mean, it was bad. Unfortunately, a lot of people did lose their lives that didn't need to, and the worst part was keeping family away and couldn't go to funerals and stuff. I think the whole thing was so messed up.
Well, liquor stays open, but churches
closing churches and stuff. And again, I've gone way off topic here and stuff, but yeah, I'm afraid that they're gonna try doing this again, and this time I'm not gonna listen to them and stuff. Hey, McBean Scottish Fitness, good to see you. Did I see somebody else? Hold on 1 second. Oh, hey, Papa's Farm, good to see you.
I thought I saw him in here.
Okay, yeah, I was, sorry, I've been running my mouth here, which I do that a lot, but,
No.
no, not at all, not me.
Like pulling teeth.
Honestly, I get a little bit nervous when I do the lives, and when I get nervous, I kind of just ramble on and chat a lot and stuff. But you know what? I love this. I love you guys. I love chatting with you guys. This is so much fun for us. We really love doing this. Okay, you guys ready to move on to another one here? We'll go ahead and see what we've got.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think they are trying to steal the election again.
But speaking of the schools and stuff, like I haven't heard anything here yet from the kids or the school or anything about closing down. I'm kind of surprised that Kentucky was. Honestly, I didn't think that they would be one that they were going to be closing down.
Well, maybe it was just the big cities in Kentucky.
Maybe, I'm not sure. I think being in Texas, maybe they won't be doing stuff like that, but I'm not for sure. Yeah, and the
word you're saying?
You can't hear. Can anybody else not hear me? Am I like just
Yeah, did we ever get a 5x5?
Yeah, they did, and yeah, we're good. Oh, nice wood stove behind me. Thank you. Yeah, better hide it because they're coming for the wood stoves.
Yeah.
If Backwoods was in here, they're coming for his wood stove too. So
I got a lot of trees in our yard that I'm fixing to start cutting and stacking.
okay, this one's kind of funny. Okay, and this is actually a very big possibility. After the collapse, a loved one ran out of mood regulating medication and has lost it. She is frequently putting the group at risk by not obeying the general rules of the group and picking fights with other members. Tensions have built to the point where the rest of the group members want you to take decisive action and handle the situation. What would you do to restore order? That's not just mood regulating medications, but a lot of medications people are going to have to be without, and some are going to be unfortunately life threatening medications and stuff. So if you guys can stock up on certain things now, that's the best thing to do.
I seriously feel sorry for people that are diabetic that have to have
the insulin,
The
cold
insulin.
and stuff like that. Yeah, it makes it a lot more difficult. And a lot of medications, they only will give you like 90 days worth or something is the max that they'll give you. Like you can't, and you have to be taking it now, so you can't really stock up on it because you need to take it too. So you can't have that as a standby. You know, I think it's really important to try to do what you can. Most doctors just probably won't. They definitely won't for narcotics or anything. And this is a really tricky one because some people just go batshit crazy, I guess you could say, if they don't have their medications and stuff, like this scenario. So, what would you do? I mean, you're not going to have probably licensed therapists or anything like that to
I'm thinking
help
about
a situation.
foraging for as much moonshine and Everclear as I can find.
What does that have to do with the medicate? Oh, to self-medicate them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Here, have a shot. You're getting out of control.
Well, that might work to an extent. It depends on the person and how, you know.
Good to see you too, Papa Farm.
Otherwise, I think you might have to like tie them up or something until they can, you know. If you can't trust them, then you
Somebody
might
said
have to let them
mushrooms.
go. Well, yeah, there you go. And there's other things. I'm not really good at the herbs.
How about
and
some wacky
holistic.
debacki?
That could help too if you've got that and can find it.
Start
I'm not
growing it.
really, I'm not really good at like the herbs and natural stuff. Casey Little Owl's really good with that kind of stuff. If you guys know her and check out her channel and stuff, she's got a lot of stuff like that. But I know that there is stuff that you can use that can help mood enhancement and stuff like that. So I think something that is very important to do now would be to go ahead and learn about this stuff. We might not have internet at some point, is a very real possibility. You might not be able to get any information from other fellow, you know, YouTube or whatever. Having hard books, like hard copies of books, is very, very good. If you've got things like digital or stuff right now, maybe just print them out and make some paper copies of them and stuff for that kind of information. Because there's all kinds of books out there too on holistic and other medications that you can do for people. And if you've got nothing like that, thinking just tie them up until they'll calm their butts down and not put you guys at threat. You know?
It might get to the point where you have to leave the group.
Yeah, that's the other thing is to maybe blindfold them, take them away somewhere, and drop them off. Give them some supplies or whatever so that they don't, you know, that they can make it somewhere. Drop them a ways away from the camp so maybe they can't get back to the camp or anything like that. Because you always have to worry whenever you banish someone from your group or from the camp or whatever. You always have to worry about, are they going to come back? Are they going to bring other people back? And you don't want to have to deal with that. And that's always a chance you're going to have to take no matter what. So you just need to do some precautions.
Well, maybe not the group taking them out, but whatever spouse that they're have their act together again, say, okay, we're going to go off over here and we're going to lone wolf it. And it probably wouldn't be that hard to talk the other person into it because they're not happy, apparently happy with the group now. So it's like, okay.
Yeah, it's possible. Hey, Dusty Country Road, good to see you. JRC Homestead, good to see you. Frank Short, good to see you. Yeah, duct tape works wonders, yes.
Yeah.
Duct tape and zip ties are some good props to have on hand.
Duct tape, zip ties, and safety wire. You should see our tripod.
Yeah, our tripod has fallen apart. Like, it's just fallen apart. And so he t- broke out the duct tape and zip ties and wire and just rigged it all up and stuff, and it's standing up just fine right now. So, hey, beats having to buy a new one, so it works.
Safety wire's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. You can, oh, hey, Pilgrim Proper, good to see you. You man, good to see you. Yeah, it's amazing what duct tape and zip ties do, and they're fairly, inexpensive right now. So
yeah. If you get a hold of some 100-mile-an-hour tape, that's good, even better.
hmm yeah, it's always good to have some of that extra in your props, along with paracord too.
Yeah.
Definitely good to have. You never know when you'll need them. Like I said, you can. We have in our bedroom right now. We don't have a window shade on the bedroom yet on the wall, and like the sun comes in like evening time about this time, and it gets really bright in there and stuff. So we just took some of these boxes that we're unboxing and just taped it up to the window for the time being, so that way the light won't shine in and bother us in our eyes and stuff. So it's
What's this weed? You got a mouse in your pocket?
okay. I didn't do it. He did it. But anyway. You're funny.
Look at.
Are you still mad because I said that I would let you die and I go away?
Well, maybe.
Oh, but I gave you my reasonings for behind it
yeah,
and stuff,
yeah.
and then I said the suit thing. So
Okay.
Okay, you're not mad, right?
No.
Oh, okay, good. All right, let's go ahead and do another one here. I was checking to see if I missed anyone in here. Okay, I was just trying to read chat. I don't know, chat's so small on this iPad, but that's okay. Okay. This isn't really. What about this one? I mean, it's kind of like what's kind of going on now. I guess we can. Okay.
Well, yeah.
Okay. If the event you are preparing for becomes a reality, how do you think our society will look post collapse? So
yeah.
let's go ahead and talk about real quick what. I mean, pretty much anything or whatever. But what are you guys like really focusing on? Not like prep wise, but like for what event to happen, or what's going on that's making you. What do you think is going to be a big catastrophic event that's going to happen soon and that you're preparing for?
I think it goes so many ways.
I mean, you could, from zombies to just inflation to, I mean, it could be so many things. It doesn't have to be anything serious, like super serious or something. What we are preparing for, which can kind of help for a lot of things, is we need to make sure that we have enough supplies and everything to last about 3.5 years. What we are preparing for is biblical reasons, is for when the tribulation starts and when the mark of the beast happens and we're not allowed to buy, sell, trade, anything like that. That's one of the big things that we are planning for. I used to think that maybe an EMP or something, but I honestly don't think an EMP is at the top of my list of things that's going to happen.
Well,
Same thing with, I don't think a nuclear war is at the top. I mean, I do World War III, yes, at some point, but I don't think it's going to be where it's like the whole world is just blown to pieces from stuff.
Yeah, damaging 3.5 years for tribulation.
Yeah, that's what she's doing too.
Yeah, I think Civil War, Revolutionary War. I don't think EMP, but I do think a grid down.
That's what I was gonna say. Is a grid down, not necessarily an EMP, but some kind of cyber attack or something like that to take out our.
I don't think we won't be able to.
But honestly, what I'm more afraid of is that our own government shuts down the internet on us.
Well, it's kind of like we can't look to our government to save us. We might look to the government to be afraid of being.
Yeah, I think that our government is more. We need to worry about that more than some of these other things that are going on, and I think that there's a good possibility, especially if we all start talking and start, you know, wanting to rise up against the government or something like that, that they would just shut us all down. Turn
Well,
off the
I
internet,
think
we couldn't communicate like that. I mean,
Well,
that's a possibility.
I think the government, Washington is going to be a hardened area. New York City's going to be a hardened area. The government's going to draw in and defend those two places and some other places.
Mm-hmm.
And every place else is going to break down to a feudal warlord system.
Yeah, yeah. Yep, grid down, then WROL kicks in, Joni Friel said.
I think at that point it's going to be, there's going to be...
Yeah, cyber attacks at MOX and EMP. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't think that they're really going to do an EMP because that would fry everything for way too long and stuff. It's the same reason I don't really think like China or Russia really they don't want to destroy the land here. They want it, you know, so they don't want to do anything that
they want the farmland.
Right, exactly. So they don't want to.
But they don't need New York City. They don't need Washington D.C. They don't need.
Well, yeah, some of the places and stuff that they would possibly take out and stuff, but a lot of the other places like. They do. They want the farmland. They want the land. I mean, they're already here trying to buy. They have been buying land all over the United States. And if you guys don't believe that, it's not a conspiracy. They are. They're here now buying land and stuff.
It's what I remember. Our nuclear deterrent. We went in favor of multiple small nukes, where the Russians went more toward big nukes. Just saying.
Yeah, Pilgrim Prepper, why launch a rocket when they can push a button? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, China wants our land, Bamagen, yeah. Martial law, yeah, that kind of worries me a little bit. And it kind of worries, I mean, I wouldn't say worries me, but it's a possibility. And the same thing with this election coming up. They're going to find some way to either not have an election or steal the election. So
I think that martial law will be a lot harder for them to enforce than they think it would. Again, they would go with the major cities and they would let rural places just fend on their own.
yeah, it's not going to be easy for them. They don't have enough manpower and stuff. And also there's some people's not going. Some of them people are not going to go along with it. Not most of them. I mean, a lot of them will go along and listen to them, but not everyone. There's going to be some people that are like, that's not right. We're not doing this.
Most of my buddies in the military were conservative. Just saying. I mean, they sign an oath and they pledge the oath and they'll stand by the oath, but the oath said protect the Constitution. It doesn't say protect the government.
Yeah, Katrina, that's kind of why I don't think the internet will completely go out, because I do believe, okay, let me just get into this a little bit. You guys, in the Bible and stuff, it does talk about how
rabid coyote, exactly. They don't have enough military, enough bodies.
I think in order for people to know what's going on, in order for the two witnesses to come about afterwards, in order for a lot of these things, and everybody to be watching the Antichrist do all the kinds of things he does and the wonders that happens, we're going to have internet and TV in order to see those things. But they could take it down for a short period of time to freak people out. If they take it down for a very short period of time, people are going to freak out. And then they get it back going, and they're like, what happened? And then somebody comes along saying, well, I'm here to save you guys. This is how we're going to fix it and stuff.
It was like, I'd always thought of the two witnesses were the first 3.5 years of the tribulation.
No.
And then you said, no, it's the second half of the tribulation. I didn't think of that.
Well, because they don't need to be. My theory behind it is if the Christians are here, they don't need to be preaching to them. They need to be here afterwards preaching to people so people can see what's going on so that they can get saved still.
I agree, Michael G. You talked about how many collaborators would be.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Pilgrim Proper, 30 days no grid or internet Mad Max. Yeah, it won't take long at all for everybody to be freaking out and not knowing what's going on and what to do. It doesn't have to be gone for a long time. That's why I don't think an EMP is, I mean, it's a possibility. Anything is possible. I mean, there are things that have just happened that I would have never thought were possible and have, so.
And to me, it'll be the law of the gun. Whoever's got the gun makes the law. And like I've heard, keep your
Hey,
friends,
Okie Con, good to see you.
keep your friends close and keep your enemies closer.
In Paradise Acres, I don't know if I said hi to you, but hello. Yeah, definitely. Do you want to go ahead and do one more?
Yeah, one more.
Let's see. All right. Let's see what we got.
I remember when just-in-time supply started to happen, and
This one's kind of accurate to now too.
I understood why they did it, but I also realized it's kind of a mistake.
Okay, you guys, let's do this. Let's do this last one here. It's okay. It's kind of what's going on now a little bit. The U.S. dollar has been printed out of value, and the global economy has collapsed. Now, the governments of the world have mandated everyone receive a radio frequency identification chip as part of a new digital currency. Everyone who does not receive the implant will be cut off from buying or selling. Would you receive the chip, or what steps would you take to survive in this new world era? I can tell you I wouldn't take the chip.
I would consider it the mark of the beast.
Exactly. And that's probably what it kind of would be. You can't buy or sell without this chip. It sounds to me like the mark of the beast.
Yeah.
So, no, I wouldn't take it. And just hope and pray you have enough food and preps and stuff at your house to survive on. Stay as long as you can at your place. I hope to never have to bug out. I just know that it'd be very difficult, and plus you'd have to leave so much of your stuff behind. And
That's a bad thing.
That's the worst thing about it, because usually if you have to bug out, you're just grabbing a bag and leaving because you don't have time. You might not even have a vehicle, so you might not be able to put stuff in your vehicle or anything at that point.
But we have time to think of something to be able to carry the most important thing.
Yeah, definitely. Even if your plan is not to bug out, I still suggest having something just in case. Like, have a bag ready. Know what you need to take if you've only got a couple minutes notice to leave. There's really not many scenarios that would force me to leave, but I'd want to live to fight another day. So you have to know when to go. You have to know when, you want to live to fight another day. And if people are at your doorsteps and you're just getting overrun, you're not doing anyone any good if you die and don't make it.
It's like you could have different levels. You could have a truck, then a car, then maybe a horse, then a motorcycle, then maybe a bicycle, then maybe just a hand cart that you can walk and pull the hand cart behind you and carry weight on the hand cart that you couldn't carry on your back.
Yeah, it's just good to think about these things, because when a lot of people, I don't know for sure, but when they think about bugging out and stuff, I think they're thinking that they can load up their vehicle and take off and leave.
Which would be great.
That would be great, and it might be a possibility, but then again, it also might not be a possibility. You might not have any gas, your vehicle might not start, the roads might not be passable. I mean, there might be cars all over the place. You can't get through them. You have to find other ways to leave. And the other thing is to make sure you have different routes. Like if you have a bug out location planned out and picked out and stuff, you should definitely have different routes to get there. And this is where paper maps, compasses, and stuff like that come in handy, because the first way that you want to go might be a popular way and everybody else is trying to go that way. Well, you don't want to be in the crowd and the herd when you're trying to go somewhere.
And it's like, that drives you crazy. I like to improvise, adapt, and overcome.
Yeah, I like to plan everything out. I mean, if we're gonna go on a vacation or something, I need to know every single thing that we're doing, like down to the minute and what's going on and stuff. I just don't like doing things like I'm a planner and stuff. I can't help it. I just like to be more organized and know what's going on. So
Well-
this whole situation of bugging out would just drive me absolutely crazy, because we'd be like, I'd have to keep changing possibly where we were going, which ways we were going and stuff, and it would just drive me crazy. But I have to learn how to deal with it and move on from there.
It's like, I like to do that, but at the same time, I kind of like plans in that you need to have plan A, you need to have B, C, and maybe D. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah, definitely.
And be flexible where you can say, okay, these three aren't going to work. I got to go with this plan.
That's the thing too, especially for something like this. Things change and things happen, which means that you have to be able to change and and move at a moment's notice. So I'll always be ready to be able to do something different, ready to change, move, go a different way, go to a different place.
Like if you've got a good plan, don't do nothing while you're waiting for a perfect plan. And your good plan is only as good as it is good. And then at one point it might turn bad and you better do something else.
Yeah, definitely. I have bug out, get home, pet bug out, etc. That's awesome. Yes, Paradise Acres, always figure out your walking home time every time you leave and stuff. I know that you were telling me, or you were saying in chat or something, that when you guys all went to go do your little meetup and stuff, that you had like put it into Google, like how long would it take you to walk home and stuff from there too. And especially when you do like a little bit longer trips and stuff, very important to make sure you have like water and get home pack and things like that, just in case, because you never know. The worst case scenario is something happens really bad while you're out and your car won't run or anything anymore. Maybe there was an EMP or something, or you run out of gas and the gas station, which nobody should run out of gas. You guys should all have enough gas in your cars and have extra on you. But
that's true, but I have pushed it sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's like I'd be on it driving and I go, okay, if I ran out of gas now, how far would I have to walk? And then as I got closer to a gas station, okay, now if I ran out of gas, I'd only have this amount of water. And okay, now if I ran, oh well, that'd be scary. I had one where I had driving a car, pulling a trailer with a motorcycle in the back, and the car broke down, so I just pulled the motorcycle out of the trailer. I had a flat, I think, and the spare wheel. But anyways, I just got the motorcycle out and went on with the motorcycle.
well, that's the thing too, is that cars, even new cars or whatever, they can have some problem could happen while you're out or something. And if it's a
Yeah, I don't remember what the
shift
problem was,
situation or something, you might not be able to call a AAA or whatever, your car to come tow you or help you out or get you somewhere that you need to go, So always have to have those other plans, especially when you take like little trips and stuff. I mean, if you're just, going into town and you're only like 5-10 minutes away from town, it's not such a big deal to worry about, but you should just always get used to the idea of just making sure you have what you need in the car, because, better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. So,
Absolutely.
yeah. All right, you guys, was there anything else you guys want to talk about real quick? Oh, thank you very much, Katrinka. She's had very good points. Um, yeah, I try to let you guys know different things that run through my head or something sometimes. Like I said, it's very important to go over scenarios like this. Um, just check all of your stuff and make sure you have it ready. Make sure you know where it's at.
Yeah, man. We're gonna. We need, since we've moved, we need to find a new church.
That's something we need to do too. And I actually just found my Bible in a box. I was like digging through stuff. I'm like, where's my Bible at? And I just found it. So that's pretty awesome. We're gonna start trying to do a little bit of a Bible study and stuff like that. On Sundays. We were gonna do one this Sunday, but we're gonna have to wait until next Sunday, sometime in the afternoon. I'm not exactly sure on the time and stuff, but I will let you guys know that probably next Thursday, because we're still gonna do our Thursday, but we're also gonna have one on Sunday for those of you that would like to be there for it. So, have you felt a new muse for painting at your new home?
Well, yes and no. I had I don't know if you all remember my red and black horse. I intended on bringing it, and I guess I didn't. So and I was not 100% sure or pleased with it. So I'm planning on trying to do it.
Yeah, just being outside and everything with the way our backyard is, and even the front, we've got like a bunch of trees and stuff out there. I was thinking about when it cools down a little bit, bringing our easel outside and just kind of letting, nature and stuff just kind of get us in the mood and stuff for painting and
Maybe
stuff.
I'll paint the backyard.
Nice. That would be cool too, because you like to do trees and stuff like that, so that'll be cool. Oh, okay. Thank you, Paradise Acres said that would be awesome, Kelly. About the, I'm assuming you're talking about the Sundays chats and stuff. So, yeah. I'm not sure. I don't know if he walked out of here or not.
Has anybody got another live starting shortly?
Anybody doing any lives? I think Papa's Farm might be. I don't know if he is or not.
He used to about this time, but we've been gone for so long, I don't know if he still is.
Yeah, so if he is, you guys go check him out over there. And anybody else, if you've got channels and stuff, just make sure let the mods know and stuff so that they can put your links up there for you guys. And everybody, please go and check out all these other wonderful creators that are in here. And if you don't mind giving us a like before you leave, that would be great. Help us out, the channel out. And if you guys are not subscribed, why not? You should. We do these every Thursday. And it's just, now we're going to do these every Thursday. We took a little time off, but from the move and stuff. But these are just fun little scenarios that we can all learn from each other too, because that's the goal, is to help each other and to learn from each other. Not everybody has all the answers to everything. In fact, most people don't. And so, where I might have some problems, he knows some, so we balance each other out, and that's what everybody here is for, to help each other in their weak parts and stuff, so we can all get stronger and get better together as a group.
Yeah, and preparing your mind, being ready, so you won't be shocked, and you'll just
know what to do when the situation happens, and you won't be freaking out and being scared, because that's the most important thing to do, is just not to get scared in a situation like that, just to realize you know what you're doing. You've been preparing for this for so long, you can handle it now. So that's the main thing.
It's like there was on the flight line, I was launching out of jet, and all of a sudden the nose strut of the jet collapsed, and the jet smacked the ground, both engines running, and I looked down at the pilot and said up, and they were not prepared. They were like deer in the headlights, like they were in total shock, and my training just kicked in, and I took control of the situation. I got them to shut down the airplane. I got them safely out of the aircraft. I secured the aircraft. But it's like, you go through training, you think about things, you know what you're going to do in advance. When it happens, it just automatic.
That's why these are so important to getting back to this, is go over this kind of scenarios in your head. Make sure you got everything figured out before something happens, and then you'll know what to do, and you won't have to take the time to think about it and maybe lose valuable time, lose people, just different things like that. So it's very important. But I just want to say again, thank you guys so much for being here. You guys mean the world to us.
Thank you.
And we will see you next Thursday then again.
Yep.
Okay, thank you all.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a good night. Have a blessed night.